Hey, this is Rick Voltage from Webster Talk Radio. We never landed on the moon. Now, can you be, can you be, let's say, someone who believes in magic, or someone who believes in fairy tales, or do you have common sense? We never landed on the fucking moon, ever, okay? If we did, then why did they have a famous director at the time of the moon landing, or just before it, film in a studio the whole deal of them landing on the moon and walking on the moon and all this and that shit, okay? We've never left lower Earth atmosphere. Now, I believe in the space station, and I know there's astronauts up there. I believe that we've blasted up there since the fucking 60s. And I don't believe the Earth spins around at fucking 25,000 miles an hour. And then that water runs downhill down this globe and all that fucking shit. Because water does not fucking stand still going downhill. Okay? Now, before you think I'm out of my mind... Okay, the space station, I'm not disputing that. Supposedly, when they're up there, when I think it's 7.5 miles up, they reach weightlessness or, whatever. And they float around now. You can see the fucking space station go by, but we're not going by with it. So everything on the Earth stays still, but, we know that there's a jet stream. That's why jets fly at like 35,000 feet to get in it, because it's lighter air. I mean, the air is lighter when you go to the top of a mountain. Can you imagine 7.5 miles up? So it floats around and around and around in a fucking circle. Like, let's say, 10 miles above the equator or whatever it is. And now, if you Google it, it says that it's in free fall and it's going to fall to the Earth. But they show the astronauts fucking doing tumble salts and all kinds of fucking shit. So it's weightlessness, okay? Now, if we went to the fucking moon, which we did not, okay? I think there was 6 times that astronauts went to the moon. See, I don't know for fucking sure the exact number, but I know it was like at least 6 times that astronauts landed on the moon, okay? Do you think that they would take maybe one picture of the fucking Earth? The one picture that I saw of Earth was like in the corner, and this is with Neil Armstrong and that other idiot that was with him, Buzz Aldrin. And it was like in the left-hand corner of the screen. It almost looked like our moon does to the Earth. Think about this fucking realistically, folks. Back in the early 2000s, or early to mid-2000s, Mars's rotation to the Earth was the closest it'll ever be in our lifetime. I remember seeing Mars on the horizon, this big, orange, fucking reddish ball. I was fucking mesmerized, and I looked over and I could see the moon, but then I'm looking at this, I'm like, what the fuck? Well, that was as close as Mars will ever come to us in our lifetime, and it will happen again at some other time. It looked so close that it looked like the planets were going to hit each other. It was amazing. It really is, and I love science. I just don't like when science lies to us. Okay, now, this was millions and millions and millions of miles away. Now, the moon, supposedly, is 250,000 miles from Earth. Do you know what the fucking Earth, because the Earth is bigger than Mars, do you know what the Earth would look like filming or taking a picture from the moon to Earth? It would be amazing. I don't even know if you could fit that into the shot, okay? There is not any picture of Earth, okay? We've had these rovers that went to Mars. Not one of them turned around and took a picture of fucking Earth. All the pictures you see of Earth are a painting. They're a drawing, okay? And what really gets me, science is supposed to think outside the box. And it should always be moving forward. Yet all scientists agree that we live on a fucking ball, okay? And the Earth is 25,000 miles in circumference, and millions of square miles of fucking oceans, never mind landmass, goes around, because a ball has to go around like this, and the oceans too. The fuck is up with that? Every time they try to prove that, I think it's like every 6 miles it's supposed to start turning or something, or every 60 miles. Whatever the fuck it is, it doesn't make sense. Okay? Now, I used to love watching the rovers on Mars. I got into it. I'm like everybody else. But then I started realizing something. They started showing pictures of the rovers, the pictures they were taking. And the sky was not red. The ground that the rovers were on were not red. It looked like our sky because they were in our fucking desert. That's why they were not on fucking Mars. Nothing can make it past the Van Allen belt. Nothing. It will go right through fucking the outfits or the spacesuits of the astronauts and kill them. Not only that, it will shot out all the fucking equipment. There's no way it can be done. Can we not agree that the most sophisticated spaceship ever developed in the United States, or perhaps in the world, is the space shuttle? Now, they blasted this motherfucker off into weightlessness, into lower Earth's atmosphere. Now, there's still a bunch of spheres to go through, and I don't know the fucking names of them because I'm not a scientist. But the second to the last one is 400 miles, okay? So the space shuttle decides it's got a full tank of gas. Now, weightlessness, you should be able to go across the universe, okay? You got this thing that weighs, I don't know how many fucking tons, but it weighs nothing there. And you're going to start these fucking rocket engines up, and it went up 400 miles. And this is what it said. We have to turn back because the radiation is too bad. This is in the most sophisticated spaceship ever developed by man, okay? But in 1969, in this little fucking shitty soup can that looked like it had aluminum foil wrapped around it, it landed on the fucking moon, okay? Not only did it land on the moon, eventually, somehow it carried up a fucking rover, I think they called it, with 4 tires and an engine, and it was a 2-seater, and they could tool around. Where the fuck did they put that thing on it? Not only that, when they lifted off from the moon, they had the camera set on it, and it literally fucking panned as it was going up. Who the fuck did that? Who was holding the camera while it blasted off? Fucking bullshit. Like I said, where's the pictures? Where's the pictures of Earth from the moon? There is none, okay? Anybody who thinks we live on... Now, even in the Bible, it says the ends of the earth. None of it makes sense that we live on a fucking ball. And I don't believe we were traveling around at 25,000 miles an hour. If you take a fucking telescope, okay, anchor it, so it pick a particular star and anchor it. If the earth is rotating at 25,000 miles an hour, keep it on there for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. It has not fucking moved. We are not moving, okay? The earth is not moving. Now, if you look at the space station, yes, it is traveling around the fucking, like, let's say the equator type of the part of the earth, up in weightlessness, okay? Well, we know there's jet streams. That's why jets fly at 35,000 miles an hour. The air's lighter. So it's way lighter way up there. And they go around in a fucking circle. Like it's air or it's some kind of jet stream or something. Here's my question. I remember seeing a documentary where they went to the lowest part of the fucking earth. I don't know how low it was, but it was way the fuck down there. The lowest part of the earth, they theorized. And they went out of their way to drill down to see how thick the Earth is. Okay, let's think about this logically. Wouldn't they fucking know this? Okay, they supposedly landed on the moon and they had rovers that went to fucking Mars. Now that they're going around and around in a fucking circle on a space station, when they had the fucking spaceship, the space shuttle up there with a full tank of fuel, why didn't they take a fucking trip, not this way in a circular motion, why didn't they go this way around the fucking Earth? You know, literally go right around the fucking Earth, you know, a whole 180. You would see exactly how thick the fucking Earth is, right? You would see it. You know, it's supposed to be a ball. There's supposed to be things underneath. Well, why? Why did they just fly around in a circle, you know, going around one way, just circling the fucking Earth, that supposed 25,000 miles around, okay? And instead go this way. You would know exactly how thick the fucking Earth is because you're looking at it as you're circling the fucking Earth. It's never been done. We've never left Earth's the lowest atmosphere. They had an executive from NASA say, go to the moon? I'd go there in a nanosecond. You know, but we forgot how to do it. Okay? I think we give, and this is lowball, I think we give $50 million a year to NASA. I'm sorry, $50 million a day to NASA. Now, they've invented all kinds of great things that's used in the medical field, in law enforcement. I love science. But this fucking bullshit story of going to the fucking moon is crazy, all right? They've never done it. And why this lie is perpetuated is beyond me. Now, I know back when Kennedy said, we're going to go to the moon and the other thing and all that shit, there was a space race with Russia, and I get it, okay? And, you know, I know that they blasted off and they probably went where the space station is and hung out there for a few days. But they never went to the fucking moon, okay? Impossible. And if any of this ever happened, show me one fucking picture, one picture of the whole Earth. Why couldn't that happen? We went to Mars supposedly a few times with rovers, and there's no pictures. You know why? Because eventually, at some point, you know, somebody is going to step away from every scientist who says, oh, it's a round globe and we travel around at 25,000 miles an hour. That's fucking horse shit, all right? I actually believe that the fucking Earth and the moon, I mean the sun and the moon, I believe are the same fucking size. And I think they travel around the fucking Earth, okay? We have been told such a fucking lie on such a massive scale, and all science believes it. They swear to it. It's happened. But there's no pictures of Earth. None. There's no pictures of Earth from the moon. They don't dare, because someday it's going to get out. Someday you're going to see what the Earth actually looks like. You know, I went to the doctors the other day, and I said, I think I'm suffering a little bit of like jet lag because it was just around the time change. And she says, well, that's because they discovered the Earth is actually traveling at 20, a little bit faster than 25,000 miles an hour. I'm like, get the fuck, are you fucking kidding me? All right? Like I said, they don't know how thick the Earth is. With a fucking spaceship like the Challenger, well, not the Challenger, but the space shuttle, you know, instead of going around in a circle like the fucking, the space station, why didn't they take a lap around the other way? Go completely the other way. And you can see exactly how thick the Earth is. They've never done it. They can't do it. All right? Nothing can get through the Van Allen belt. It will destroy everything. The space shuttle proved it. They said they went up 400 miles. They had to turn back because the fucking radiation was so bad. The most sophisticated spaceship ever built by man. But in 1969, in that piece of shit, and by the way, Neil Armstrong tried to land out once before the moon mission, and he crash landed it. You know, it was a fucking piece of shit if you ever take a look at it. So, anybody who believes we landed on the moon, they say that, you know, people who say that the earth is not fucking round is a conspiracy. Prove to me that it ain't. Prove to me that the earth is not fucking flat. Pilots say that, now the earth is supposed to start tapering because it's a ball, you know, after a certain amount of miles. Pilots say that no matter how fucking high they go, no matter how far they fly, all right, the horizon just keeps rising with them. It never stops, ever. You know? I just got questions like this. How the fuck is this? I used to watch the shit on the moon. You know, they found all this shit what looks like a cannon. We never went to the fucking moon, all right? Here's one for you. Out of several astronauts that went to the moon, these people went up to them with a Bible and said, stick your hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and swear that you stepped foot on the moon. Not one of them. Not one. You see, they should have used atheists as astronauts, because not one of them would put their hand on the Bible and swear they walked on the moon, because they didn't. All right? One of them said, oh, it's probably a fake Bible, or they would not swear to it on a Bible that they landed on the moon, because they never fucking did. And like I said, would you not take a picture of the fucking Earth from the moon? And like I said, the only picture I seen of Earth is, it looked like a moon looks to us, and it was in the left-hand corner of the shot. Like I said, Mars to the Earth, which was millions and millions and millions of miles away, it looked like the two planets were going to hit each other. Okay? Can you fucking... Now, that's millions of miles away. Millions and millions. 250,000 miles away, the Earth would look... I can't even imagine. I don't even know if you could actually take a picture of it from the moon. It would be so big. You know, if it was this big ball. I don't know what it looks like, but we're not traveling at 25,000 miles an hour, okay? There's no fucking way. None. You know, now maybe the atmosphere above the Earth, you know, and because we have jet streams and all that shit. But, you know, we're not moving, okay? And even the Earth turning the way it supposedly does. The sun fucking comes up on the east, it goes overhead, and it sets in the fucking west. You know? I think they had it right in the beginning, you know? Like in the Bible it says the ends of the earth. They always believed that the earth and the moon fucking... And look at this, look at the eclipses. Isn't it funny that the sun is supposed to be so big and the earth is supposed to be so small, but it's in this fucking orbit that is like, you know, according to the Big Bang Theory, would be 100 gazillion, zillion, billion, whatever the fuck number you come to one, that it would be in such a rotation with the earth that it would line up with the sun, which is supposedly humongously bigger, perfectly. Literally perfectly in line with it, where you can't, you know, they're the same size. Get the fuck out of here. All right? We never landed on the moon. And it really pisses me off because I watched in great delight the rovers on Mars until I actually came to the realization, wait a fucking minute. The sky is blue. It looks like our desert. And what the fuck? When you look at it from anywhere else, the fucking thing is blood red. Okay? How is that fucking possible? It is possible because it was filmed in our desert. Alright? It's a crock of fucking shit. And NASA is a bullshit story. Come up with some great fucking inventions. No question they have some of the most brilliant minds in the world there. But we never fucking went to the moon. We never went to Mars. We never left lower Earth atmosphere. like I said, this fucking brainiac from NASA said that he'd go to the moon in a nanosecond, but they forgot how to do it because they taped over, because they used analog tapes back then, literal like reel-to-reel tapes. We taped over them to save money. We give those motherfuckers like at least $50 million a day, and none of this was written down. So they just flew up there by the seat of their pants, went through the Van Allen belt, successfully landed on the fucking moon 6 fucking times and came back. But we can't do it now with the most sophisticated fucking spaceship ever built by man. They went up 400 miles and had to turn back because the radiation was too bad. Get the fuck out of here. Folks, think logically. I'm not a pessimist. I like to be kind of an optimist. But one fucking thing I really am is a realist. And common sense tells you that didn't happen. It never fucking happened. As much as it breaks my heart to say that because I was 12 when they landed on the moon. And I couldn't be happier. I was so proud. And they keep telling this fucking lie. How can so many scientists fucking just jump on this bandwagon and say that this is so when it's not so? Every time they show the fucking Earth, anytime on TV, it's a drawing. It's a painting. It's actually stupid looking. Oh, for Christ's sakes. We never went to the fucking moon, and that's that. This is Rick Voltage from Webster Talk Radio. Subscribe to my channel, because we don't fuck around here. Thank you.